So it is what it is. Not going to be a long review. A cigar doesn't really need it. There's enough people that know the reliability, the consistency. You could say durability, because I don't think I've ever had one of these unravel and come apart. You know, it's not a pile of shit by any means. It's just a very good, high quality cigar at a very reasonable price. They're not cheap at a store, and there's a sliding scale. When you go to different lounges, some places gouge, some places really gouge, other places don't gouge. Other places will give you a deal. It's up to you to find that. Now, as far as the internet, there's generally better prices. Like significant. Why? Soft, gentle heat is a must. If you don't want to overcook your cigar, I can't stress that enough. Just taking your time, no rush. It's the best part of your day, isn't it? No. It is what it is, right? I pulled over for a nice piece of shit coffee from McDonald's over here, which maybe I had this romantic idea from the past that when I was a kid, McDonald's actually made decent coffee. I don't think McDonald's makes good coffee anymore. So it is what it is. Off the bat, beautiful sweet chocolatey flavor. Right off the bat. So why am I doing this, right? This cigar's already on my list and whatever. Why? Well, so that way there's a permanent video. You know, in the past, this channel had quite of a library, to say the least, of cigars reviews. I'm not going to be doing that again. If you're new to here, it was what it was, and over 1,000 videos are gone. It is what it is. And I don't want to go into all the reasons, but I guess most of it's personal. But at the same time, YouTube and its community is so accepting of people with conservative ideas. The draw on these things are impeccable. Flawless draw, great flavor, solid smoke output, feels great in the hand, looks great. This is the Melanio V Maduro. Now, the Melanio V and the Melanio V Maduro are equal in construction, equal in draw, equal in burn, give or take around the same price. Although you'll get better deals on the regular V on the internet. But it's two different cigars. I love this cigar. It's been it's been a week since I've had this cigar. That's a long time. First cigar of the day, so my palate's clean. Just very high quality, very silky wrapper. I got this for like $11. Well, this time I got it for free because it was a gift. But when I buy them from the store, it's $11. And online, let's say $8, right? You're gonna have a great time. So the Melanio series, the Melanio V Maduro series, is one of those cigars that is way better than the price point. And they can hang out with Padron 64 or Padron 26. Do I think it's better than Padron 26? No. Do I think it's right there? Yeah. When I say better, I mean like, you know, Padron 26 is the better cigar. But Padron is not a good value. I love Padron. But there's so much demand, and in people's minds, that is the luxury Nicaraguan brand, and prices go up. By no means is this cigar as intense as the Padron 64 or 26. And I don't necessarily mean strength by intensity, because this starts off at a nice medium plus and it goes to medium full in the Melanio Maduro V. Or as Antonio would call this, the Melanio 5, because of the Roman numeral V. I can't legally argue with him because the V is a 5. Excuse me, I need some water. That being said, it's still a delicious cigar. Not as strong as either the 64 or 26, and not as dark as either of those Maduros. But it's a very comfortable cigar. And by no means I mean it's weak, if we're just using the Padron as the gold standard. But the question is, if you zoom out. So if we zoom in, the Padron 64 and 26 is the better cigar. This is my opinion, but I think overall the world would agree with that. Of course, you'd always have people that would disagree, and I respect that. That being said, if we zoom out, am I very content while smoking a Padron 26 or 64 Maduro? I'm very content. Am I very content smoking an Oliva V Maduro? I'm very content. So what's better has nothing to do if right now, if I just look at this cigar and say, well, tonight's going to be a good night. And then you look at the price. I guess what it is, guys like having variety, right? Because if price was the issue, whether too high or too low, well, if you say, well, okay, Padron's too high, well, then you could just smoke this for the rest of your fucking life. But once again, men like to switch it up with anything. Cigars, cars, women, whatever. Guns, you know. You could have your favorite thing. And then, well, you want something else. You know? You love that burger. But look at those fries. And there's so many fries. One bite. It's not even a commitment. One bite per fry. So, after having so many Padrons the past 2 weeks, I'll tell you right now, the finish is not as heavy or strong as the Padron. But that could be a blessing depending on your mood. I think this Melanio V Maduro, you can still smoke it right first thing in the fucking morning. Breakfast and a coffee. I think it's delicious. Stretch, pick it up a little bit. Cedar, leather, a lot of rich chocolate, coffee, and a good amount of black pepper. It's not exotic, but it's a marvelous blend. The quality's there. The notes that you're getting, it feels like a top-notch cigar. The cigar's got a lot of age. It's not a piece of shit. Anybody that says Oliva is a shit brand is an idiot. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the nub coffee-infused cigar is my forte. Every brand has their bastard. Padron has their 1000s. Right. So, great burn, great draw, very slick in the hand, great presentation, and you could buy a 10-count box of Melanio V's, give or take, let's just say on the low end, 75, On the high end, 120. Either way, it's not a lot of money for 10 great cigars. Because these would be considered luxury cigars. I'm not saying super high-end luxury. We're not talking about Atabey. But I can't say the Oliva V Melanio is a low-end mid-tier cigar. Like it's not a Romeo 1875. Like this is a fantastic cigar. You know, this is right there with the VSG. I probably prefer the VSG over this. I think the VSG is a little more intense. That being said, the VSG is going to cost me about $3 or $4 more per cigar. Maybe more depending on the lounge. So my point is, it's not about, of course, if we zoom in, I could say, well, this is better than that. But if we zoom out, we say, but just because one's better and one's worse, per se. I don't like to use the word worse, because if this is the baseline, this is a great cigar. And then I would have to say, well, the Padron 26 is just greater. It's not like there's nothing bad to say about this cigar at all. Nothing. I'm getting a phone call. We're going to lose connection, and I'm going to have to restart the video. Shit. So we're back. So, nothing bad to say about this cigar. It will pick up on strength and intensity as you go on. So like I said, the difference is, with the Padron, you don't have to wait for a build. It does build up as you smoke a Padron, but the intensity starts on puff one. Puff one. 64, 26, 80, 90, whatever. Even the 1000s. They're just a younger cigar. They need more time. That being said, yeah, I think the Padron 1000s is like it's just too young. It's too young. It's only 2-year age tobacco, whereas the 64 is 4. So yeah, so due to the less intense experience on this will be better for a newbie. The regular Oliva V, the regular Melanio V is a little stronger, I feel, but it's less dark, but a little more spicy, a little more heavier. But this is a great cigar. I still prefer this right here, the Maduro V. The Maduro Melanio V. God, why did they name like 6 cigars the same name? You have the V and the V Maduro. You got the Melanio V and the Melanio V Maduro. And each one like in I don't know, 5 different sizes. Why? 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 Whatever. If I can knock one thing. So these cigars are a gift. They're very delicious. And it's not a one and done recommendation. This is not a pump and dump. I've been having Oliva high end, V and up. And the V's are great. And they're more robust. The regular V, not Melanio, the regular V, more robust. They're darker, they're heavier. And they're cheaper. They're not better though. They're less refined. Now, if you're in a mood for that, then you will love that. And I still love the V. What I'm saying is, though, it's like, you have to understand what kind of monster it is. The Melanio V is more refined and more delicious, in my opinion. The regular V is, one, you're eating a good cheeseburger, the other one, you're eating a good steak. You're having meat, if you zoom out. But if you zoom in, one's more expensive. One's more refined. So yeah, do I love this cigar? I do. I do. I don't need to smoke this whole thing to talk about it. I've had it plenty of times. And I think you should. It's a box-worthy cigar. Yeah. In the regular Melanio and the Melanio Maduro. Yeah. Depends on your mood. Is it worth getting this box over and over again? Yeah. Yeah. Find them online. Check them at the store one time. Buy 1 or 2. See how you feel. Find a size that hits you. If you go into the store, that's your time. You're going to pay more, but you're going to pay less because you only have to buy 1. And try 2 different ones in different sizes. This comes in a lot of shit. This size, the next size up. They have a Churchill. They got a Figurado. Whatever you want to do. So, check it out. World-class cigar. Very delicious. Very delicious. If you're going to pair this with like a Padron 26, two ways of looking at it. The Padron 26 is better. So do you do that one first on a clear palate, and then this, and chill out? But the Padron 26 is stronger and darker and heavier. So do you do this one first? That way, the second one just plows through it, and you can still taste it. Because if you do the Padron 26 first, and then you come to here, this is not going to seem as exciting, because now you just had a stronger, more intense cigar, and darker. So it depends how you want to look at it. My recommendation is try it in both. Not every cigar works well with any cigar, and not every cigar, even if it does work well with a cigar, goes both ways. So, but yeah, I would just do the 26 first, maybe, then this, chill out. But you do what you want. If it was the 64, that's much stronger, heavier than the 26. Much, it's more. So then I would do this one first, probably. Then that. Because if I did the 64 Maduro first, it's so much louder than this cigar. It's refined, it's sweet, it's delicious. It's semi-complex. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's an exotic cigar. But I don't always want an exotic cigar. I prefer more traditional cigars. When it comes to Maduro, I don't need something crazy where I'm getting, I don't know, hot sauce and pineapples. It is what it is. It's a classic cigar. It's box-worthy. It's life-worthy. As long as I'm alive, I will have the Oliva V Melanio V Maduro. It will be in my collection. And what's nice is, for luxury cigars, it's a very reasonable price. But just because you see that price doesn't mean it's not as good or not great. Because you might like this better than the Padron, and I respect that. I don't. I believe the Padron, with my experience, is the stronger, better, more intense, richer, more exciting cigar. But it's about 50% more money. So, you could have 3 of these or 2 of those. You could have 6 of those or 4 of the Padrones. That's mathematics. They don't teach that no more, because everyone's on TikTok twerking. Maybe that's what's going to happen in the future with these idiots that are growing up. You go to the restaurant, oh look, they got the special tonight. It's a 3-course meal for 8 twerks. Maybe people will just pay in twerks because they can't even count money. All right. Did you add 20%? I don't know. This world's a pile of shit. But this cigar's not. So we're done here. You should smoke the whole cigar. I'm not going to review the whole cigar because I don't need to. I know what happens. Happiness, sunset, rainbows, a traditional rainbow. Like, oh, look at the rainbow in the sky, not the 451. Well, the meaning for that changed, but it is what it is. Just hope we don't change the meaning for lobster and, like, I don't know. If they take lobster, I like lobster, man. We're losing the normal symbols and they're changing definitions. I don't know. Imagine that's what happens in the future. Hey, man, you like lobster? And you're like, sure, I love lobster. I have lobster in my family at a barbecue last week. I don't think you know what we're talking about. No, I don't. What are you talking about? So, I guess if a guy in a sauna asks you if you like lobster, though, just say no. So, we're done. God bless you. God bless America. Oliva, Melanio V, Maduro, and Robusto. Good at any size, but this is the size I prefer. World class, delicious, refined. It has strength, but it's not super intense, and it's not going to kick your ass. But it's stronger than a Connecticut, so don't get it twisted. It's just a delicious cigar. So you do what you want with it. I got nothing bad to say about it.